I'm Eric Rogers, I'm 38 years old, and my stomach looks like a scrotum. I was a pretty normal kid, maybe a little on the heavier, chunkier side, but not the fat kid, so to speak, in class. But then I lost my dad at 7. Food became my tool to bury my emotions. I would yo-yo, because I was always dieting or trying something, and that became a lifelong drug, so to speak. I've spent my entire career selling breast implants or liposuction equipment, and there was a new gastric band device coming to the market. I had an opportunity to be one of the very first patients, but it didn't receive FDA approval in time, so part of the US team actually went down to Mexico for the surgery. The device was successful for me. I mean, I was probably at one of my healthiest weights during that period in my life. 4 years later, I knew there was just something wrong with my body. I was in excruciating pain. The doctor said it was like a bomb went off, and the band had actually eroded all the way into my stomach. They said it was an absolute mess. It was a long, long recovery, and I gained the weight back over time. I got married, and Gavin came into the world. It was a picture that I saw of my son. The exact thought that came to my mind was, I cannot be that fat dad. I was 298 pounds. It was a health decision. I am gonna get well for this kid. Went back up to the doctors and convinced them to do a gastric bypass. It was an 8.5-hour surgery. Shortly after the gastric bypass, I wasn't eating, couldn't get liquids down. We found out that there was scar tissue growing up into the biliary duct and the pancreatic duct. Then we went through our first round of bleeding ulcers. It was issue after issue after issue. There was over 400 nights in the hospital. 3 of those were ICU stays of a week plus. They were dissecting some of my small intestines where the scar tissue was growing, and I kept telling my nurse, something's wrong with me, something's wrong with me. It turns out I had sepsis and blood infection, very high mortality rate, 50% plus. I coded twice, which means I almost died. I was in full-blown congestive heart failure. The gastric bypass was one of the huge reasons why my marriage to Gavin's mom didn't work. I wasn't taking her feelings into account. Driving to the hospital that morning, she begged me, please cancel this, please cancel this. But I was just so hell-bent, on not being that fat dad. Instead of making the right decision to go on a, get the eating controlled or doing something else or exercising, nope, we'll go to surgery because surgery's easy. You want coffee this morning?
Please.
I met Kim approximately 15 years ago. She was a surgical coordinator for another plastic surgeon, but Kim was always out of my league, and we lost contact. I'm honestly not trying that.
You're gonna try it.
No, I'm really not. That actually looks gross. About a year ago, we reconnected through a mutual friend. She said, hey, Kim's over at Dr. Dubrow's now. I'm like, really?
It's kind of interesting the way everything's crossed, We met 15 years ago.
There was an attraction back then, I've always been open that I always said you were my dream girl. And
you're so silly.
We literally have been together every day.
It must be really hard, to even think about moving forward with another surgery. But it's courageous of you. Surgery is important to build confidence within Eric emotionally and physically because Gavin has pointed out his scar and he still thinks that he's sick. What do you think this is going to mentally do for you when you do have it fixed? We're gonna close this chapter of health, and you and I start a new chapter with the boys. I wouldn't even consider it if you weren't there. I absolutely plan on making Kim my wife, but I wanna correct something that still is causing some physical limitations. We know we're gonna do this together. That constant connection with Dr. Dubrow, it's almost like you have your own family doctor. I'm here for you. I'm going nowhere.
Thanks.
Do you feel comfortable doing surgery on your friends and employees?
Yeah, I do.
But you gotta admit, it's different.
It's very different.
If you have a complication, it's gonna change the nature of your relationship.
That's true.
So, my surgery coordinator, Kim.
Yes.
She's amazing,
Yes.
right? She's been with me forever. Patients love her. She is dating a guy named Eric, who used to work for a medical device company like 10 or 12 years ago. I'm sure you've met him. People who sell medical equipment come by our office almost every day, and we get to know them really well. It's almost like coworkers. So I heard he had major complications from abdominal surgery, like enormous, like life-threatening complications requiring him to be in the hospital for a long time. And now has the abdominal result of these massive surgical complications. And she wants to bring him in to see if we can help him.
It'd be nice if you could actually help them.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Dr. Nassif, Dr. Dubrow, Kim, and Eric.
Hey.
Hello,
Nice
young
to
man.
see you.
How are you?
Hey, it's been a while, long time.
We've met before Dr. Nassif. It's been years.
Yeah. This guy knows every doctor in town, basically, every plastic surgeon. For Eric to come in and even think about going to a place surgically that has essentially killed him twice must be very daunting. Take us back.
I've battled weight my whole entire life.
How high did you get?
High was 298.
Whoa.
Being a rep in the industry, a division of ours had a device to tighten the stomach, had immediate complications, and the band had literally eroded all the way into my stomach, and I went septic.
Were they able to fix it?
Yeah, everything was fixed.
And then what happened?
Gained it all back, and I decided that I was going to do gastric bypass. They didn't want to do it. I convinced them.
Okay.
They did it.
They did it. What happened?
Came home one day, was in severe pain, laying on the bathroom floor. I thought it was appendicitis. I didn't know. I'd never experienced pain like this.
You probably had adhesions, no question.
Yeah.
So, okay, I can't believe the surgical misadventure journey he has gone through. Multiple abdominal operations means scar and bad blood supply. So then you ended up in the ICU.
That was the time when I was on life support, and my ex-wife and my sister and my mom were being prepped for death.
You're in a coma.
Yeah, not induced. I was in full congestive heart failure.
Congestive heart failure at his age. What makes this very different for us, for me, for Kim, is this personal. So I think what we need to do is go in and try to figure out exactly what the best course of action is and decide on whether or not we want to tackle this together, okay?
Okay.
I may be an old friend of Eric's. His girlfriend works for me, but at the end of the day, I need to figure out what's going on with him anatomically before I consider operating on him and getting into this dangerous area in his abdomen. Okay, so let's have a look. So the real potential danger is the blood supply to this skin. The abdominal wall is composed of three pretty tough layers: skin, fat, and the abdominal musculature. When you've had multiple previous operations, the blood supply is very limited, and those structures thin out and become what we call atrophic. That leads to hernias and sets you up for major complications. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is another one of your risky surgeries, but I think that the benefits do for sure outweigh the risks in this case.
There's nothing easy about this surgery, but I know it's the right thing for me to close this chapter of my life, the sick chapter.
I know you're scared.
I'm scared.
You're gonna be freaked out. Let's do an operation that makes you look better and feel better. Huh?
Thank you.
Huh? Yeah, well,
You too.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
We're here with you. We'll take good care of you.
Thanks.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Where's the...
Do you think I'll have the V?
I'm hoping so.
I've always wanted to have a six-pack, so. Didn't sleep much. One moment it'll be excitement, next minute is scared. I want to kiss you, I'm sorry. It is just literally just a solid bowl of emotions.
Seriously?
Oh, he came in, he was septic, had a big time bacterial infection. They had to intubate him, put him on the ventilator in the ICU. No wonder you're freaking out about this. How could you not be freaking out about this?
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to, but my anxiety's kind of starting to go.
To give Eric the stomach he desires, I'll begin by cutting into his pre-existing scar and elevating the skin. Then I'll tighten his abdominal wall, correcting any hernias I may find, and because this causes a lot of stress to the lungs, I'll have to keep a close eye on his vitals to make sure he'll be able to breathe properly. Finally, I'll remove any excess skin and lower the scar so that it's no longer visible. Eric,
What's up, buddy?
how are you?
Good. I'm more than grateful that Dr. Dubrow is coming here to see me today. I mean, it makes me feel really, really good inside that he, truly cares about, Kim and our family and our well-being.
It's nice not to wake up in an intensive care unit after surgery, isn't
Yeah.
it? On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad's the pain?
There was one point last night I was up to an 8. I think my receptors just aren't responding to the pain meds.
So you've taken 10 Percocets in the space of 12 hours. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
You have a very low pain threshold, a very high narcotics tolerance. If Eric doesn't get it together and man up and take deep breaths and get out of bed and start moving, he's going to fall victim to the same complications he has suffered in the past. And I'm not letting that happen on my watch, not with my surgery coordinator and my friend. Your numbers are great. I mean, you're saturating perfectly. Your vital signs are amazing. Your drain output is less than the normal patient we do. Now that your abdominal wall is reconstructed, you won't have as many limitations. I don't think you're gonna have any pain in here. So now, anytime you don't stand up, anytime you can't work out, anytime you can't do something, you're just being a wimp. The tendency for someone who's been through what you've been through to get into that illness mode behavior where, woe's me, I'm so sick, there's holes in my intestine, that's not on the table right now.
Right.
So you have an incision and a wound, and just man up and heal.
Okay. Before the surgery, I kind of thought I was going in, for a scar. What was happening inside behind that scar was still really restricting me from returning to life. And it was almost an invisible hindrance that I didn't even know about.
He looks really good, yeah. It turned out really, really nice.
I can't wait to see him.
He went for a run today and worked out.
Did he?
I'm proud of him that he took this step to correct himself and close the chapter of being ill and sick.
Hey! Before my surgery with Dr. Dubrow, my body was covered with scars. That was a daily reminder of an illness that almost took my life. Now my stomach looks amazing, and I'm able to leave the past where it belongs. So, everyone, thanks for being here. It's awesome. But babe, will you come here? I know it's supposed to be, my day, but it's truly our day because you were the one that talked me into getting rid of that last daily reminder of that past that you knew that bothered me so much. Thank you for walking me through what will be the last surgery for a very, 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 very long time.
Absolutely.
And, on behalf of the boys and I, want to know if we can start a new life together. And will you marry me?
It's beautiful. Yes. We're getting married. I mean, look at this ring. It's beautiful. Who wouldn't say yes? I'm really looking forward to my future with Eric and his belly button.
This is actually the gold from my dad's ring. And the boys, when we get married, we'll be giving you a band to go on each side of it, and all that's made from that bracelet.
Oh, that's really special. It is. Thank you.
Kim is everything that I would ever want in a partner, in a mother, in a lover, and a best friend. And she's been by my side, truly closing this chapter that I wanted to close. And through that, it's allowed us to open up a new chapter and write the ending of the story that we both want for both of our lives. Cheers.
Cheers.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.